Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. I want to just make sure that I am seeing everybody here live. This is amazing. Hopefully, you are here. I've got something I want to share with you today. I've been sharing every day this week. So if you have missed any of those, um, go back and watch. Go back and look at that. Go back and see what is there. There's one. Let me just say this before I start for today. The first live that I did the end of last month, there's a giveaway in there that's coming up on this Friday. If you don't know about it, you don't want to miss out. Okay. Go check that one out. But today, I do have something special that I really want to share with you guys. I always seem to talk about, and if you looked at previously this week, this month, I should say, I talked about you being that best version of you. I talked about you starting something because you got to be starting something. You've got so much on the inside of you. I believe that for everybody in this group. And there's almost 300 women in this group. And I know there's more that you have friends that you want to invite. So go ahead and do that. So don't let them miss out on this. But in many instances, I talked about us starting, and I talked about sometimes the things that stop us from starting, the things that hinder us, the things that keep us stuck. And then I talked yesterday about starting from the top, not from the bottom. And that was important to do. But here's the thing that I want to talk to you about today. If you look at a lot of what I talk about on the personal development side, and I'm going to stay on the personal development side for a moment, I talk about you reframing your story. That's looking at your past and recognizing that you want to see yourself through the eyes of the cross. You won't allow others to color your view of who you are. That means that your confidence is going to stay up. That means that you are going to continue to try to achieve, and you're not going to let someone limit you based on their limitations. That's the past, reframing the past, reframing your story. What's the outcome really going to be? How much are you really going to get out of it? And not being stuck saying that I'm stuck in shame or blame. And if we look at it from a perspective of having a job, and you stop one job and you move to another job just because you were identified as a worker in one, and now you're a supervisor and people are seeing you differently. There's a difference there. Okay, if you left that job, or if they let you go, which some companies today are letting people go left and right, it sometimes has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with their finances. So I want you to recognize it could be their management that is a problem, not you. And so that's the reframing the story. But today, what I really want was placed on my heart. Let me just say, if you're in the process of reframing your story, book a one-on-one call with me. Let's talk about that together. I don't want you stuck there. Okay. Um, that is important for you to recognize how valuable you are to this world, how valuable you are to this community. So I don't want to leave that. But I want to talk about reinventing yourself. I say it all the time. You reframe your story, you reinvent yourself, and you reimagine your future. And those are the three parts that I deal with women, just like you are. Hello, beautiful, like I like to say. You have a past, yes. But right now in the present, who are you? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? That reinventing. But you've got to be able to remember, we talked about vision, see something in the future of where you're going to go. So, reinvention. There is a framework that I am going to break down even more on My Sister's Place this month. And so, if you're not in My Sister's Place, I probably need to drop the link below so that you can jump in. I know I was closing it out, but for this group, I can't close it out just yet because I just had someone that joined yesterday, and I've got some other slots that I still have open. I still have room for you right now, but it's not going to be open for a long time. And I've got a special that's going on right now as well. So I will drop that link. I'll probably need to update it, but I will drop that link for you. But reinvention, let me just the little bit that I can do today, because I want to do it justice, is like if you're switching seasons and we all end up switching seasons. I talked with one this morning who is going through a divorce or just acknowledged that she's getting a divorce. Okay, that is a season. In that season, you think about who you were, the circle of friends that you had, the couples that you probably hung out with, the people you hung out with that were married or what have you. And there was a group of folks around you. You were seen as one thing. You were seen as a wife. You were seen as a mother. Yes, you're going to still be a mother, but you may no longer be seen as a wife any longer. And it's okay, I've got to reinvent myself. How do I want to be seen? If you're on a job, you might be seen as a worker, and there are coworkers that you have with you, but now you're the boss, and you're now seen as the supervisor or the manager or the boss. You're seen differently, or you're moving into a different season. And so we've got those things. You might be a business owner and you be a solopreneur, but then you end up hiring a VA or you hiring other people on your team. Now you're seen as a boss. So we go from, we wear many hats, is one way we can look at it. But when we're reinventing ourselves, especially through transition, we have to recognize where we want to go first. So here's the main question. There's two questions. I'm only going to ask you two questions today. In this reinvention, this evolution of you to become the best version of yourself, the first thing is a revelation of who you were. Being aware. Who am I? How am I showing up? What does the world see right now? Right? How do they perceive me now? So we need to come to an awareness. I know in going through empty nest syndrome, if you want to call it a syndrome, the empty nest season, let's call it that. I had to figure out who I was again. One thing I would say is I don't like scrambled eggs. I don't know if you do, but I was like Julia Roberts. What kind of eggs do I really like? Because I've been making them for so long for so many people. It wasn't me. It wasn't what I liked. And a lot of times we find ourselves in positions like that where we don't know anymore what we like. And here's the thing that I want you to do is I want you to find out what you like. So being aware of where I am now, what I am doing now, and whether I like it or I don't like it, if that's not what I want to be known as, but I am known as that right now, knowing what it is today. And then the second thing is knowing where you want to be represented or how you want to be seen in the future. What is the best version of you? I want others to recognize that I am okay. I'm just going to use my life. Is that okay? That way, I'm not talking about anybody else's. In going through my transition was a really big one. I was getting, was, I was an elder at the church. I was a professor at a university. I was academic operations officer there as well. And I very studious, you got that, very organized. I took care of everybody. I was a wife. I was a mother. I was a spiritual leader. I was a problem solver. I was all of those things. And then this transition happened when I go through this divorce. I'm no longer the wife, still a mother, empty nester. The COVID comes in, and I'm no longer the professor at the university, though I can be extension campus if so desired. But I switched into being a coach. And I wanted I wanted the world to see me as this person who takes all of what I had done before, and now I can coach you into being the best version of you. I can help you get through those transition seasons because now I've been through them and I have the ability to assist you in making the best of it. I found the key principles. I found those things that were going to make you resilient, help you continue to have your confidence, help you to get through it, not just surviving, but thriving, to make it to the other side and come out better than before. To see that, yeah, like Joseph, Others might have meant it for evil, but God means it for good. Others might have had a dirty glasses, or the vision was impaired because they didn't recognize that you were the best thing that ever happened to them. All of those things, right? So now, as a best-selling author, hey, buy my books. Why not? I am a Amazon #1 best-selling author. I've got 7 books out there. I don't know if you guys know that, but 4 of them were bestsellers. And once I got the first Amazon bestseller, the rest of the books always followed that suit because I figured out the plan. So I want to be known as the best-selling author. That means that I pour out a lot of creativity. I want you to know that because I want you to recognize I'm an authority in a certain area. I want you to see me as a coach, one that is going to ask you some of those questions, push you and encourage you, but help you get to that next place strategically. That's what I want you to see. So, where do I want? I used to be the professor, theorizing and all of that, but now I'm the action taker, the strategic implementer with you, and I can walk you through. Now, do I also have the opportunity to work with other businesses? Yes. Am I on other people's podcasts and in their TV shows? Absolutely. Can I do all of those things? I do all those things, but what do I want you to see about me? So here's what I am going to do. I want you to do the work for yourself, but I want you to do something for me too. I want you to answer the question, how do you see me? What have I brought to you? What is the best benefit? Something like that. How do you see me? And I think that'll be great. So, how do you see yourself? How awareness of today? Where do you want to go? Or how do you want to be represented? And then how do you see me? So, and I think I really I gave you a lot. Told you this is going to be an amazing training. Um, I didn't even get through it. There's like 9 steps. We just did one. Okay, and that even isn't the one. That's just revelation. Who do you want to be known as is the key question for you to answer today. Secondly, is how are you representing yourself to the world? That's the key question. I asked the third one was how do you see me? But if you don't answer that one, answer those first 2 for yourself. Okay. When I get to the training, we're going to talk about confirmation. We're going to talk about being able to visualize, formulating how we want to be represented, initiating that representation, evaluating where we are, adapting, and then actually the actual presentation. So we're going to talk about all of those things, and I'm going to put the scriptural references with it. I just want you to know that I'm here live for you. I want to make sure I add value. If this has been valuable to you, please say great value. If there's more that you want, if you want more information regarding any of those programs, type it below. Just let me know because I want to be a blessing to you. I want to serve you at the highest possible level. There is so much that is here and I'm going to do. So if you are going through and you need to reframe your story, go ahead and book that one-on-one call with me. I'll put the calendar link below. If you are interested in my sister's place, so that as I delve into this, and this is short order, honestly, I want you to be a part of a community. I want to hold you accountable. I want you to get the best version of you is the ultimate goal out of all of it. That means that the personal development is important. Please invest in yourself. Make that investment. Don't shortchange you for other people. Secondly, you're going to get the financial as well, the financial security, which is what we all want. I'm known as the biblical money management expert. I'm going to make sure you manage your money well, and I will answer those questions that you need, or even bring in people to help elevate your financial acumen so that you are handling your finances and you're not worried about that. The emotional side of it, we're going to do emotional intelligence, right? That's in there. I said personal development. If you're looking on the professional development, that's different. Some of you do want customized services, and there's a way for us to mix that together. Definitely book that one-on-one call. So 2 things that I'm going to post, one-on-one calendar link, as well as my sister's place. I'd love to see you in either one of those. And if there's more that we need to do, that one-on-one is what's going to tell us that next best step. All right. God bless each and every one of you. I'm so excited about what we're doing this time. What does God say? You are important. You are absolutely beautiful. He's got a great plan for you, and you need to invest in you. If you become the best version of you, you can influence the most people as well. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye for now.